Hello, everybody. Frank and Randy, how are you?
Hey, what's going on, peoples?
Pretty good.
Hey, y'all.
What's going on?
Yeah, we are continuing on in the deposition of Josh Ayers.
See, Randy changed his channel name.
What did he change it to?
Lost
You
City
changed
of
it?
Atlanta. Yep.
Oh,
There's a
yeah?
history behind that. Yeah, there's a history behind. There's a building called Lost City of Atlanta in Atlanta, Georgia.
ah,
Cool.
nice. All right, so we've got an hour, so we're going to get into things pretty quick here.
I'm trying to speed through it.
5 or 10 minutes on an update for
Hey, Jill.
So, welcome everybody. We're going to jump right into this. For this first part, I can read the question, and if Frank or Randy wants to read the answer, that would be
Okay.
great.
And then we'll switch off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So today we're going to focus on the house itself in this part of the transcripts. So first question, okay, figures. All right, okay. So I would like you to now tell me about the way that home was divided. That 103 East Columbia. Was it always a duplex?
No. So it used to be just a one big house.
Okay, did you convert it into a duplex?
I was out of the high school when that happened, and my dad hired various people to do things. I think we helped do a little bit along the way, paint and minor things, but.
And you say your dad hired various people to do various things?
Yes. Yeah.
Are you talking about things being the conversion?
Yeah, just, built that deck on the side of it, put the door up there, block off the downstairs, stuff like that. He needed someone to put in kitchen, just everything that needed to be.
Yeah, were you living there at the time?
Until it was finished. Go ahead, Shannon.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Randy.
I lived with my parents until I was finished.
Did you help with the renovation, converting it from a single-family home to a duplex?
Yes, me, my dad, and I both helped.
You talked about painting. Did you do anything more structural? Did you put up any walls or help build the stairs?
No, I didn't. I helped with the stairway at all. I mean, I think I helped carry the kitchen cabinets in, help put the countertops up. I think I carried the sink up to the bathroom, and I think I stapled down some carpet, trying to save a little bit of money in these areas.
Yeah, okay. And then you moved in, you said 1995. Is that correct?
It was right after high school. I graduated in 92. I think it took about a year and a half to remodel the place. So that would be, 94, 95 in that area somewhere.
Got it. When you lived there, is it correct that it was already a duplex?
I don't understand. Can you clarify that?
You want me to keep going, Marv, or you want to take it?
Good. Yeah, so you said you moved in 94, 95, and you were doing remodels right before that. So my question is, did you move in? Were you the first? Okay. Were you the first tenant of the duplex, maybe?
Yes, I was.
Okay. Which unit did you live in?
I was upstairs in 103 and a half.
Okay, and that's the upstairs?
Well, yeah, of course. There is an upstairs bedroom that goes with the downstairs apartment. So you have on the upper level, it's a 3-story house. So we have the upper unit has an upstairs and the downstairs unit has an upstairs. Does that make sense to you?
No.
Mm-mm. No.
Okay, well, maybe I could ask you about that. How it's divided. So yes, it's a 3-story house. Is it divided down the middle?
No.
Is that accurate?
No, it's kind of hard to explain.
No kidding. Yeah. Sorry.
How is it divided?
It's just you have an upstairs unit that has a stairway that goes up to a couple of bedrooms, and then we blocked off the old stairway that went downstairs. Then there was one bedroom in there that became a bedroom that went with the downstairs unit. So you'd have to have 2 bedrooms in both apartments.
All right.
All right. You want me to keep
Go
going?
ahead.
You want to Okay. All right. So is it accurate to say that the upstairs unit has 2 bedrooms and the downstairs unit has 2 bedrooms?
That is correct.
And both units have a bathroom.
That is correct.
And both units have a kitchen.
Yes, ma'am.
And can both units access the basement?
Well, so you have to go through the garage downstairs to do that.
Okay.
And it's just, no, they can't. They can't access it. They have to be given access to it by someone.
And that someone would be you. Is that true?
No. Well, back then when I lived there, my dad was in control of that, not me. It's his house.
I see. All right. So before 2016, it would have been your father. And after 2016, is it accurate to say that it would have been you?
Yes.
All right. During these renovations that your father and you helped with, did you guys get any building permits?
I think there was a permit for the deck. That would be questioned for my dad. I didn't get any permits. He would have done that.
Sure, that would have been back in 94 or something.
93, probably 94, yeah.
And do you recall if that was done by a contractor?
The permit?
Well, any of the jobs. You said that he had hired various people. Do you know if any of them were contractors?
I'm sure they were. It was a long time ago. I don't remember exactly who did that.
Go ahead, Shannon.
Yeah, if you don't recall, you don't recall. And that I can accept that. So is there any person that you recall was a contractor?
No.
Do you know of anyone's name who did the work?
I think there was a company by the name of J.L. Collins and Company that did the deck. I think he may have passed away.
Okay. Was the 103 East Columbia registered or zoned as a rental property?
I have no idea.
Okay. Was it inspected by the city?
I don't think Flora has any inspection. I know they don't. Flora doesn't have that.
Who issues the building permits in Flora?
The town office.
Okay. Is there a zoning office?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Everything is handled through the town office?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you get your other rentals zoned as multiple family or?
I'm no expert in that area, but I don't think Flora has anything like that.
Okay, that's fair. So there is no landlord registry in Flora.
Not that I'm
Go
aware
ahead. Sorry,
Not-
Randy.
That's all right. Not that I'm aware of.
Got it. All right. I'm going to jump back to the 2 units in the home at 103 East Columbia. Tell me how those units lock.
Say that again. I didn't hear you.
Okay.
Tell me how those. Go ahead, Marv.
Or secured.
Sorry, guys. It's funny.
Every door has a lock on it, a doorknob with a lock.
What type of lock?
Just your regular door lock. I mean,
So a key?
Well, yeah, yes.
How many outside doors were there in the upstairs unit?
Just one.
Where was that located?
Right there on the, let's see, the west side of the house is where the deck goes up.
All right. Is that on the main level?
No, that would be, you ask about the upstairs, right?
Yes.
So no, it's on the second level.
Second level? So the only way to access the upstairs unit is by climbing the stairs, and there's an exterior door there. Is that accurate?
Yeah, there's a window around the side there that goes into the roof that I used to crawl in when I would lock myself out.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Okay, that's good to have a backup plan. And that door, the exterior door on the upstairs unit, that is locked with a key. Is that true?
Yes.
Now, I'm talking about in 2016. In 2016, that exterior door locked with a key.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Was there any other locks? A deadbolt, a chain lock, anything else on that door?
I think there's a deadbolt and a doorknob.
Where is the deadbolt on the door?
In the normal location right above the dead doorknob.
All right. And are those items that you sell at your hardware store?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now on the downstairs unit, how many exterior doors are there?
We have front door and the back door.
How does the front door lock?
Sorry. With a key on the outside when you turn the little knob on the inside.
A key lock on the front door? Was there a deadbolt on that door as well?
It's an older door. I think it was one of these surface mount locks that has a spring and you just shut the door and it locks, or you can turn it.
Somebody that owns a house sure in the hells don't know much about his own rental property, I would see.
It's
Well,
ridiculous.
he works in a hardware store. How can you?
How does he not know this stuff?
Right.
My grandfather had rental properties. He knows how to do doors and everything.
Oh,
So hard not to laugh on these sometimes.
okay.
Good Lord.
We're on, what are we on, number 2?
7. Oh, yes. Yes. Number 2.
Yeah.
It's a rim lock, I believe. I think you call it. Yes, it's a deadbolt. Now, is it a rim lock or a deadbolt?
It's one or the other, right? It's not the same.
No,
Yeah,
it's two different things.
Yeah, there's two different types of locks.
Yeah.
Okay, but there's only one lock. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
It was probably an old, what do you call that? Call those? Old time keys, a skeleton key lock on there, that they used years ago and had been converted into a deadbolt lock after they quit working or something.
Okay. Did you need a key from the inside and the outside to open the front door?
No. It had a thumb knob on either side.
What is a thumb knob?
I don't know. He made that up.
This is nuts.
Okay.
Y'all, this guy's nuts.
Okay.
Yeah, you turn it. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, I guess
He works in a hardware store.
And
You
I
don't know
know something new.
Just a main one.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. A perfect term. The back door. Then how did that lock?
Doorknob.
All right. And again, all this is in 2016, correct?
Okay.
Whoa, hold on here. He completely just avoided that question.
Okay.
Your Honor, I can't. What was the question again, Your Honor?
Yeah. So the answers you're giving me I'm just double checking. Those are answers that pertain to 2016. Is that correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, ma'am.
Okay,
See,
so the back door had a key lock.
Yes.
And was that in the door handle or is that another deadbolt?
the outside door it was a newer door, been replaced, and a regular doorknob with a key lock on the doorknob.
Got it.
Okay, it's just an exterior doorknob with a key lock. A key lock on the outside with the twisty thing on the inside.
Oh, they.
My God.
Who
You
put
don't
this
know what
house
nothing is?
together?
A thing and the majingy.
See, what I'm confused now is if I'm back on page 22, he was asked, did you own the home in 2016? And he said no. Well, no, and now down here he's saying yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
they. Okay, you want me to take over there? Where's that?
Yeah.
Where we at? 17? Okay, cool. Look, I like her cool. The garage, is that attached to the house?
Yes.
Did that have a door, an exterior door?
Yes, there's an interior door that had the same arrangement.
Okay, how did the garage and the house connect?
I don't understand that. Can you clarify? I don't understand what you said. I
Yeah.
don't understand what it said.
Well, this is good. Yeah. So was the house directly connected to the garage, or was there like a breezeway between the two?
It's directly connected right to the house. Yes.
Okay.
There's two little steps. You have to go up there and go into the kitchen if that's what you're asking.
Yeah. So this exterior door you're talking about, the downstairs unit, the back door, that exterior door, is it accurate to say that was an exterior door to the garage?
No, it went outside. It went out to the backyard.
Okay. So is the garage door like a third?
No, there was only two doors, one in the garage and one in the backyard.
Okay. All right. So there is a front door
Yes.
on the downstairs unit.
Yes.
And there's a back door to the downstairs unit, and then there's a garage door.
Yes, well, a garage door. So when you say a garage door, do you mean like the one you lift up or walk through the door?
The walkthrough.
Yes.
And the walkthrough door, does that have a lock on it?
Yes, ma'am.
And what kind of lock does that have?
The doorknob with the key.
The same as the back door.
Yes, ma'am. It's a secure door. There is no window in it going into the garage. It was a window going out to the backyard.
So was that back door the only one of the exterior doors at the property with a window?
Well, the front door had a window too, I believe.
Oh, good God.
How about the upstairs door? Did that have a window?
Well,
You're
the
on
front door.
17.
Oh, 17. Yes, ma'am.
I see. All right. Okay. In 1 second, I'm going to pull up my first exhibit. So I will do a share screen. 1 second. Okay. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes.
Let me see. All right. Do we need to kind of go past this a little bit here? All right. Here we go. All right, Marv, you could probably pick it up down here at 5 or 6.
Yep. So she's showing them a document. It says, okay, what is it?
That's my rental agreement, or that's Birch Tree's rental agreement.
Okay. And this is the rental agreement with Galen Rose. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And it's a single page. Are there any pages missing?
No, ma'am.
Hold
Okay.
on. I'm going to stop you right there. I have never heard of a rental agreement in the state of Indiana. It is one page.
Nope.
Any
Never.
state.
Neither.
Any state. That doesn't make any sense.
Nope. Okay, this is the full agreement that you had with her,
Yes, ma'am.
correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and how do you know Galen Rose?
I don't. Other than she rents from me.
Okay, when did you first meet?
When she looked at the apartment,
Okay, describe that.
Okay,
Mr.
Mr.
Bond.
Bond. There you go. Object. Vague and ambiguous. Can you be more specific, please?
That's his attorney.
How
Yes,
did
attorney.
you come to look at the apartment?
I don't. Go ahead, Randy.
Okay, I don't remember exactly how we got together, but we met there and walked through it, and she said she would take it.
Okay, did you call her or did she call you?
Honestly, I don't remember the exact details of how that worked. I don't think I think someone else, and I can't remember who set that up.
Okay, was there someone living in that unit, or let me rephrase that. Which unit did she rent?
Downstairs.
And who was living in the downstairs unit before her?
You would have to ask my dad that. It was empty when we got it. I don't remember who it was.
That's incorrect, though. So anyway, we'll have to come back to that.
Yeah, I see. So she was your first tenant of the downstairs unit. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, why are you shaking your head no, Shannon?
She's not, according to Troy. But we'll have to get to that. Troy said there was somebody else living there before she came.
Well, she had 3 other people, her ex-husband and a couple ex-boyfriends.
There was another woman that was living there temporarily before Galen.
Okay.
Knew somebody else, so from their businesses. So that's why I don't think he's telling the truth on so many things.
So we're gonna stop here because I want to go back and talk about that house, how it was divided. Okay.
Because we can actually show you that.
Yeah.
Let me get to a question by Ivy I.
Can you just wait a minute?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to get this out. There's been information that there was only one bedroom in that upstairs. And according to this, the house was divided to where the upstairs had 2 bedrooms and the downstairs duplex had 2 bedrooms upstairs. Is that how you read that?
Yes.
But
Okay.
there was a bedroom downstairs in the bottom.
Yeah,
level.
she had a bedroom downstairs, the mother did, but the girls had 2
Right.
bedrooms upstairs.
Yes.
Okay, I just want to clarify that because in past live streams, we've heard people say, no, there was only 1 bedroom upstairs. And according to the...
Yeah, and Troy has more information too, but I haven't finished his, but I could tell you he contradicts what he just said there.
Okay.
So I think that's interesting because I just was like, wow, I got through that part already. I'm like, that's so contradictory to what your partner said. So, okay. So,
Okay.
but there is a map of the house that we have, a diagram, but I don't think it shows it as divided. It's the house itself. So
Okay.
we have that. I think we all have it. So you could probably show that if you have it.
Go ahead with your question, Frank.
Oh, Ivy was asking who's Josh Ayers, and Polygraphed and answered it for her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he is playing stupid, Ivy. That's exactly it. And
Yeah.
Troy Henderson is his partner, and apparently one of his friends he's had for either most of his life or majority of his life, and he's his partner. So, but he contradicts stuff already because as soon as I see this, I'm like, oh boy, yeah, that's totally not what Troy said. So,
And remember, Troy is also partners with him at the hardware store.
Yep.
He pretty much is pretty similar on a lot of answers, but that one he knew who was living there. So I find that interesting.
Okay. So Melissa, yes, we're reading from Josh Ayers' deposition that was just taken this year in June. So Shannon and I are reading the parts of the attorney, and Frank and Randy are reading the parts of Josh Ayers.
What page are we
It
on,
kind of makes
guys?
more sense to you guys, yeah.
We're still
Heaven,
on 35, P35.
Yep. Kevin
And
says,
if there's another attorney that jumps in, if one of us is reading, we can read them. So that way you guys can kind of distinguish there's two or three different people going.
Yeah.
so Kevin says remodeling SWD to MFD, so single dwelling to multifamily dwelling, are bad news for firefighters. We see this a lot in Western Pennsylvania. Stairs to nowhere and many plenum spaces. Add the balloon frame and it makes fire behavior very dangerous. Well, that's
Wow.
good to know.
Hey, Kevin, do you want to come up on the panel?
Not yet. We're not
Okay.
quite ready for that.
Well, when we show him all that stuff, we can, if you don't want to show it yet, we can show the diagram later, and he can actually tell us stuff about it then if he knows. You know, I don't think we have it when it was a duplex. We only have it when it was the home, right? I think I've only seen one. We can see if there's another one somewhere. We can look for it. But yeah,
we do have that diagram, don't we?
Well, that'd be good for having Kevin up.
Yeah.
Sloopy says, Mark, you give yourself a headache. I was slapping myself in the forehead. This guy is
moron.
He should be running a hardware store. He should not be running a hardware store if he doesn't know what he's putting in a house.
He's insane, man. Just listening to him, it's like, I'm telling you, we all were like, you know, I said the rest of them are crazy, but he's the worst. You know, at least the rest of them are just kind of like, well, you know, but he just was like off the charts.
His answers are like he doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
Like I said, he's trying to put the blame off on everybody else, or everybody else knows about it. Like I said, if you're a property owner, you've got to have some kind of contact in that home somehow, some way.
No, these are transcripts from officers. No, they're not. These are attorneys interviewing the witnesses and people reporting to the case. The case is the main case is from Galen Rose, the mom, against Josh and the LLCs, but there's multiple cases kind of going on. But no, these are the folks that owned or rented the homes and stuff. So no, these aren't cops or anything in these.
Sloopy, thank you so much for the super sticker. We appreciate it. So you got to remember this Josh Ayers, okay? He co-owns the hardware store. He co-owns at least 2 LLCs that rent properties. He pretty much ran the town of Flora for a while.
He ran the climate, heating and air.
And he doesn't know what he's talking about. So I don't know if he's just doing a real good job of playing dumb.
Yeah, I think he's trying. And from what I could tell, neither one of him or Troy came down when anything was going on. They sent somebody else. So they just sort of passed the buck to one of their employees. So, but like I said, there's a lot more to go into. So both of them seem to be on the same scale of they don't want to do anything that they knew of. So they're parts. They're what do they call it? 2 peas in a pod on that.
Yeah.
All right, so let's start up again here.
Where were we?
We're
on about the children. Are we at the children?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you know that she had 4 children?
Yes.
Do you know the ages of her children when she rented this house?
No.
Or rented this in 2016?
No.
Okay, and at the bottom of the page, at the bottom of Exhibit 1, it says signed, renter, Galen Rose. Did you sign at the same time as her?
Yes.
So what I'm asking, did you sign this document together?
I don't remember for sure, but that's standard procedure. So I would say yes.
Okay. You had said earlier that you showed her the apartment. She said she would take it. Did you have a lease prepared at that time?
No. She came by later at some point and brought her deposit and her rent, and we signed this paper. I gave her the keys.
Okay, and you said she came over. Do you mean to the hardware store?
Yeah, she stopped there. That's how we did it.
Okay, and speaking back to when you showed her the apartment for the first time, seeing that she was your first tenant, what all did you show her of the unit?
We just walked through. She was very happy to look at it. It seemed to me that she had made up her mind and was really wanting it before she had hardly looked at it.
Why do you say that?
She was very excited to get her own place. She wanted to have her own place, is what she kept telling me.
Go ahead, Jamie.
Okay. Okay. What did she tell you?
Just very thankful, just very thankful. Thank you, and just really nice.
And did you walk her into each room of the unit?
I don't recall or recollect the exact details of what we did on that day.
How long did you spend in the unit when you were showing it to her?
I want to say about 15 minutes.
Okay. Were the children present at that time?
I don't think they were. No, they wasn't there.
Okay, and jumping back to this exhibit number 1, you can see at the top of the page it says date May 1st. Is that true? The year was 2016.
Yes.
Okay, and also the portions of this lease agreement, let me rephrase this. Is this a standard lease agreement that you use for the rentals for your other ventures?
Yes, it was then.
Okay, have you changed it since?
Yes, ma'am.
Marv?
Is that because of what happened on this occasion? Mr. Bond. Objection. Calls for remedial measures, but you can answer.
Yes, I wanted to get something a little more comprehensive.
Yeah, I understand. So here, let me jump to number 6 on this rental agreement. And you had filled in the blank here about 5. And that 5, I just want to clarify, that was Galen and her 4 children, correct?
Correct.
So that you knew that it was going to be 103 Columbia unit to Galen and her 4 girls.
Yes.
Okay. Then here is at the top the other blanks that you filled in month to month for the sum of $500 due to the first of the month. Do you see that?
Yes, I do.
And is that an accurate agreement that you had?
Yes.
How did you agree to collect the rent from Galen? All renters pay at the hardware store to whomever is behind the cashier register or cash register. They get a receipt.
All right. Did she pay twice a month? Or it says here on the first of the month?
I don't know exact dates. Probably, yeah. Her rent is paid on, usually it's on the first, depending on where the first falls. If it was a Sunday or a Saturday and they collect the rent and they put it in the box in my office, and then I deposit into the bank.
All right. And what bank did you deposit it into?
Back then it was Salem Bank. Then
Yeah.
it became Horizon Bank. And I've since,
I think since 2008, they kept all morphing into each other. Let's see. And was it your personal account that you deposited into?
No, man. Birch Tree Holding has its own checking account.
And you said that that's at Salem Bank.
It isn't presently, but it was then.
Okay, who did the deposit?
I do that.
All right. So this, just to walk through, so Galen goes to the hardware store and pays to the cashier, correct?
Correct.
And it would be cash or check.
I don't really care which, but she always pays cash.
Marv?
Okay, so Galen always paid cash. And that is a true statement, yes?
Yes, from what I recollect.
What type of receipt would the cashier give?
She just got a little generic receipt book up there that she writes out the receipt.
Is that the kind where you write and it makes like a duplicate copy?
I believe so, yep. And a booklet and then tear it from them out.
All right. Do you still have that booklet from 2016?
I am not. I don't generally keep those little once I record it into our QuickBook and take it to the bank, that's all gone. I don't need all that. She might have her copy, but I don't have a lot of these copies like that. I am not really great at bookkeeping track of those little pieces of paper once it goes into a QuickBook.
Yeah, I'm talking about the booklet at the hardware store, the receipt booklet.
Yeah, what about it?
We have them here, and there are so many receipts. So I know that they last a while. My question is, do you have the same booklet from 2016?
No, I don't think so. We had to get a new one. Since then, she used them up. I don't have a clue. They handle that.
Okay. When you say they, who do you mean?
My cashiers, whoever is up there, that whenever it runs out, they throw it out and get a different one.
Okay. Is that Mr. Helderman's wife?
She does the work up there she works on Wednesdays when one of my other cashiers off. Not every Wednesday, but that's the general practice. I have a lady in Flora that there's most of the time.
Okay. Who is that?
Her name is Belinda.
Belinda. What is her last name?
Peterson.
Would she be the one that knows whether or not there is a booklet with a deposit receipt at the hardware store?
There is no duplicate receipt. There is only two pieces of paper. So one of them goes to the person paying, and the other one she would staple to the check or put in an envelope for me so I know who's paid. So then I would go back and record it into QuickBooks and throw all that away. Do you follow me? There's only two pieces of paper there.
This actually makes more sense than anything else he's ever said.
I agree. Okay.
Billy messes up.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's not what it sounded like before. So thank you for clarifying that. So, well, I feel like there's three. There's the white copy that takes the pen, and then there's the pink copy that goes to the other, and then there's a yellow copy that stays with the book, right? Mr. Bond.
Is this a question?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm asking the question. Is that the kind that you have?
I don't believe so. I think it's our only has two.
What kind do you have?
I really can't tell you. I've seen it laying around there, but I don't remember.
Okay, what color is your receipt?
What's that? I didn't hear you.
Oh, my Lord.
What color are your receipts?
I think white and yellow.
Okay, where do you buy the booklet?
I don't personally. I think it gets ordered probably from Staples or somewhere. Whatever Shelley is ordering from.
And Shelley, is that Mr. Helderman's wife?
Yes.
Okay. And when was the last day you were Galen's landlord?
Well, I'm not Galen's landlord. Birch Tree Holdings is.
You are Birch Tree Holding. My God.
He's an idiot. I see. Well, if you look at exhibit number 1, this is your signature next to the word landlord. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So that's why I'm using the term. Well, when was the last date of this lease?
I don't understand. The last? What do you mean by that?
Well, maybe a better way to ask is about the fire. So what was the day that this unit was destroyed?
The 21st of 2016, November 21st, I believe.
Yes, I'm asking you.
What are you asking me?
I'm asking you, on what day was this property destroyed?
November 21st, 2016.
Okay, what was the last day that Galen Rose was a tenant of that house?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And then, just really briefly, what was the first day?
I think the audience missed that.
Should we go back?
Yeah.
What was the last day that Galen Rose was a tenant of that house?
November.
She was trying to get him to say it was the 21st of fire.
Yeah.
Right,
Because
but
obviously you can't live in that fire.
Right, but his
So
answer
May
was,
1st to November 21st was when she lived there.
Yeah,
Just
but
wait a
he
minute, wait a
answered.
minute.
But he was so dumb.
He comes back and answers with yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
stop.
Okay.
For
Yes.
November 21st, 2016.
Hold on, guys.
Stop.
Hold on.
Okay.
You have
So-
to look at what the question is asking here.
It says, what was the last date that Galen Rose was a tenant of that house?
Tenant.
His
Yes.
answer was yes.
He didn't give a date.
And I'm sure she's going, what the freak?
Right. And she says, okay. And then just really briefly, what was the first day? I see this dated May 1st. When did she actually move in?
I don't recall.
Was
mean,
it
come
in
on,
May?
y'all.
Was
Crazy.
it in May?
I really don't know. I gave her the keys when she signed this here. When we talked about this, and it was up to her.
Okay. Did you inspect the property before she moved in?
No, well, can you clarify that? I don't understand. What is your time frame? What do you mean by that?
He's all over the
Okay.
damn place.
So we just talked about. Right. So we just talked about the lease. The last day that Galen Rose was the tenant of this unit was November 21st, 2016, correct?
Yes. Shannon.
My question was, when was the first day she was a tenant?
That question, I don't know when she actually moved in, but she became Birch Tree's tenant on May 1st. When this agreement was signed.
All right. I'm going to jump to another exhibit. Let's see.
Mr.
Mr.
Bond.
Bond, are you ready? You need a
Do you want to
drink?
finish that page up, Marv?
The witness, still a little full. Ms. Alvarez, yeah, if you want, we can look at the second exhibit and we can take a break. The witness, I'm good. Whatever you want to do.
Okay, at this time, deposition
then they
exhibit
bring
number
up
2 is
exhibit number two.
all right. Now I guess they went on a break and then they came back. So, okay, sure. All right, there, I got it. Okay, here we go. This is exhibit number 2. And do you recognize what this is?
Yes, I do.
Okay, what is it?
It's the same thing that we looked at before, just a different tenant.
Okay,
here
and
we
who is
go.
this person?
Oh my God. Courtney Dons.
All right, and you'll see here up on the second line, it says 103 up. Is this the tenant for the upstairs unit?
Yes.
All right, and the date of this agreement was August 18th of 2016. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, and at the bottom of exhibit number 2, is this your signature next to landlord?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you
Marv?
sign it with this tenant?
Yes,
Courtney
ma'am.
Downs.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And did you sign it on August 18th, 2016?
Yes. I don't remember that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know that I didn't. I don't know. I don't have any reason to believe that I didn't.
Okay. And Courtney Downs, is this anyone related to Galen Rose?
I don't have any knowledge of her family tree, but I don't think she is.
Okay, fair enough. Was Courtney Downs your first tenant in the upstairs unit?
I think, yeah, that's Birch Tree's first tenant.
Okay, and how did you come to rent this unit to Courtney Downs?
I think standard people called around, and you know, you have rentals and you have one open, and she wanted it, so you rented it to her.
Okay, did you go through the same process? You showed her the apartment before?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, about how long did you spend showing her the apartment?
Around 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay, and did you sign the rental agreement there, or did you also have her go to the hardware store?
She came by later and got this.
Okay, now is it true that to say that Courtney Dons moved into the 103 East Columbia after Galen Rose, correct?
Yes, it was on 8/18 of 2016, so almost, yes, correct.
All right. Other than the walkthrough with each tenant, did you inspect either unit before they moved in?
I personally did not.
Okay, do you know of anyone that did?
I don't recall any issues with that place when Dad handed it over to us. It was really great shape. There really wasn't much to be done. I'm sure that at some point after we both took possession, we sent, or Birch Tree sent, climatic employees down there to sweep the floors, wipe the refrigerators out, wipe down the cabinets. You know, this happens between tenants.
Okay, when was the last time that happened?
I don't recall.
Oh boy.
All right, let's stop there for today.
Yeah,
I mean,
we could talk a little bit about this. Yeah, that's crazy.
And now we can get to the questions.
Oh boy. But y'all see what we're dealing with?
I mean,
Hey guys, we're not going to have any bickering or arguing in the chat.
Oh boy. Do I need to get on here? Hang on. Do we have any mods in here? I need to go in here.
Yeah,
we've
in
got.
here.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
all in here. Do you still have the banner of the rules and everything, Marv?
Post that.
no, I
in
don't
here.
have a banner of it.
I thought you put one in the other day, but
No.
Hey, Mike, do you have the link for the rules? The copy paste? Because Mike's in here.
yeah.
Maybe he can paste it real quick. 'Cause I don't have it
Alright.
right in front of me, right, direct. Yeah, this house was from Kevin. The house was built like they said 1930 to 1950. That's what they're stating. So
He was consistently contradicting himself just through the pages that we were just did.
the only thing that made sense was the deposit stuff until he was confused about what kind of paper and color it was. I thought,
Right.
man, he actually made sense for a short period of time. Then I'm like, not anymore. Never mind.
I mean, I used to rent from friends of mine houses, and I have never heard of them throwing away any receipt books. You always had two trails of paper trail, if you understand what I'm saying. If you
Yeah.
use QuickBooks, you always keep the receipt book too in case something happens to the QuickBook where you
Yeah.
lose all the information and things like that.
Okay, Mike.
I don't know who his employees are. Because it says,
Yeah.
is Flora firefighter R. Bray still one of his employees? We can try to find out.
Yeah, we can. A lot of them are still around though, because they don't seem to change very much. Neither do I. Okay, we need to get that back around, I guess. Because I need to get it too. Throw up my thing. Okay. But be nice, y'all. That's the one. Be kind.
Fighting a fire and that happens and you enter from one of Flora's, man, that could be bad. Seems like you could trap yourself in. Yes, exactly.
He was awful confusing. I mean, I was like, my God, does this guy have any common sense or any brains? I mean, you went to college, you're president of the town board. I mean, come on.
He went to tech school. Let's be clear, Frank. He went to tech school.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
And listen to this, because SD says Josh had his own company, Climatech, come and fix some electrical issues when Galen called him about the issue.
Yeah, Troy mentions that. So they had both companies, but it sounds like they don't want to admit that they did any of the work themselves, really. So
Right.
that's what's weird. They seem to want to pass the buck.
Polygraph, you're right about that. When it comes to tax purposes, you should, I should say, keep all paperwork for at least 5 to 7 years. You get audited. Prime example.
Yeah, Lola, I agree. He's not dumb. He's trying to avoid the truth.
Exactly.
Let's see.
Yep. Savannah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that they were called on.
He was talking about Dennis Randall there.
Yep. Flora has, yeah. Oh yeah, Flora has got massive. I'm waiting for the other question to pop up because I know she's going through them all.
It's obvious Flora was a botched insurance job.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt about that.
Lola, thank you so much.
Yeah,
that ain't the only one.
And I'm questioning his barn that he stored all of his stuff in too.
What? Where did you get that? They left. She had 2 visitors.
Actually, that is in documentation that we have. So
I haven't gotten to that yet. Okay.
Yes, Kevin, thanks for explaining balloon frame. Is that a legal or standard way to build a house, or does it happen with conversions like this and the inspector is bribed or similar?
Yeah.
Yeah, Galen lost everything. Her children.
She had nothing to do with it, period. She didn't. No, she wouldn't. Okay.
Yeah, we're not going to argue about who did what, guys. Not in this chat.
LE and FD and yes, everybody. There's a lot of. The bottom line is the word is corruptions.
Greed.
Question from Sloopy: did this owner or its holding firm have more than one property fire?
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Multiple.
Yes, and we'll get to that in other parts.
And there's also a lot of fires generally in Flora, more fires than you would think. Oh yeah.
You see, it really just mind boggles me that you had 1 page for a rental agreement, and I'm thinking, hold on here.
No way.
You're supposed to give the tenants rights and everything to them when they sign a lease.
And he did the same thing for the other woman, so obviously he knows nothing.
You're supposed to tell them what the house is equipped with, like refrigerator, stove, and all that stuff, and you're responsible.
Especially smoke detectors.
Mm-hmm.
Smoke detectors, anything. It's supposed to be all listed in their lease agreement, and I'm just like, oh my God.
I know when I signed my rental for my apartment, it was so long.
Oh yeah, mine was about 15 pages.
Yes, public art. Yes.
Yes, there are a lot of arsons in that area.
Oh yes.
You know, they just arrested some guy out of another state and brought him back to Indiana for a Flora fire that happened here.
Becky Patty had nothing to do with the fire. I can tell you that. I don't believe that at all.
No,
not Flora.
No, she was just
coincidental that she did that.
Hang on, we're talking over each other.
Sorry.
She's asking why the bank asked Becky Patty to do a property valuation. We don't know why the bank asked that.
But it's coincidental that she's the one that did it. I think that's her job. But Flora and Delphi, like from what I'm seeing, they're so small. There's like just the same amount of people that come up for everything. So, but she had nothing to do with the fire, not even remotely.
I love this. Polygraph says, I'll be darned. After all the college years of accounting, I finally got an answer right.
Yeah, she's talking about keeping receipt books and all that stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It was not being sold, and it was not in foreclosure, and it was not refinanced that we know of. We don't know why the bank asked for the appraisal.
I haven't seen anything on that yet, but we still have a lot of docs. So,
but she's got a good point. Those questions could be the reason why.
that's a good thing to keep in mind. We need to figure that one out. We need to figure out what's going on. Who is the murderer? That's a good question, Public Art. That's what we're trying to find out.
I would say the person that lit the fire is the murderer, and the persons that put him up to it is the accomplice. Right, Frank?
Yeah.
What I would have to say is I think it was negligent homicide.
Yeah. Insurance scam? You haven't gotten her yet, but yes. Oh, boy. Yeah, straight from the horse's mouth. That's a whole big thing.
What we're looking at straight from the horse's mouth, this is our own opinion when it comes to that. There is something in those 911 calls and dash cams that is incriminating to this case. That's the way we're looking at it right now.
Boston, no. The tenant did not put in smoke detectors in each room. As far as we've been reading all these documents, there was one smoke detector in the whole house, both apartments, and the battery was out of it.
And there was one fire alarm and that didn't work either.
Smoke and heat can use stairs like a chimney. Any fire will go to stairs and possibly up walls depending on construction.
Yep, because heat rises. Yep.
Yes, Savannah. So Josh Ayers and Troy Hilderman were gifted the home at 103.
Yeah.
If
they were gifted 103 and paid 105.
If they were gifted,
they had both units.
Hang on now. If they were gifted the home, there was no reason to get a loan against it.
And I have to look at it. One of the units, and I have to figure out if it was 103 or 105. One of them, they were gifted, and one of them, they had a mortgage on. So I don't know if it's 103 or 105.
103 was gifted by his dad.
So there's no reason to have it. Yeah, you're right. That's a good point.
Well, there was some type of arrangement with his dad in order to transfer power over to Josh.
Yeah, well, you know how that works. Sell it for $1 to make it look like it was a sale.
Yeah.
So he gave him one for like $1 or whatever it was, and then the other one they would put it on a mortgage. So that way they kind of did it 2 for 1. Yeah.
I think they were trying to avoid the gift tax, is what I believe was going on there.
We don't know how many fires yet. We're still looking. We're still getting additional documents, you guys. There's over 1,000
daily
documents, and we've only got a small number of them. So there's a lot of information to come.
And we will tell you, we do have the document from ISP that shows what they documented was that there was only one smoke detector in that house, and with no battery in it. That is documented by ISP. And we've got that document.
And that means both duplexes out of the whole house, both duplexes, one smoke detector. And it didn't have a battery in it.
Yeah. Good question, Savannah.
But if the stuff was, say, in the garage, and you can only open from the inside to get to the garage.
Yeah.
So the person from the inside of that house is the only one to get to the garage. So how does that add up if they can't get into the garage through the garage to the inside of the house?
Yeah.
How
is the fire set? We're not sure yet. You know, an accelerant was used.
That's about all we know.
They're trying to say a faulty refrigerator or something.
It was stove first. It was a stove. She said it was a stove first. Then she moved on to the refrigerator.
So Molly says a mortgage could be like a home improvement loan based on value of home as collateral. As far as we know, there was no home improvement because they had totally done all of that when they split the duplex or the one house into two duplexes.
That's why I don't think the house was up in total flames. It's a lot of smoke damage. Like straight from the horse's mouth said, if you look at the house now, it doesn't look like there's any charring or anything on the outside of the house. Everything was on the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be on the outside if it was.
Right.
So whoever it was done on the inside with Galen Rose still in that house.
Did she wake up to the smoke? Is that what happened?
Well,
That's what I read. Yeah.
First story, she said she thought it was one of her daughters in the kitchen, heard one of her daughters in the kitchen getting something to drink. And she didn't get up and check. And then she woke up saying she woke up to smoke. But between 3 and 3:30 in the morning, she's usually going to the gas station to start her job.
Okay.
So if she was up during that time, that would give her an opportunity to know who was there in that house and who was up in the kitchen.
I'm going to reconfirm that, Savannah.
I want to know where Savannah is getting this information from. What document do you have that says that
Do you want to say here, message them? Yeah, message Marv.
And secured a loan against 103 in October 2016? If you could email us that information, that would be great.
Because if that's the case and they collected the insurance, their insurance money went straight back to the bank.
Right.
I thought Becky didn't give them the insurance because
they declared it as an accident. They went ahead and paid it out.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. We just real quick, we want to go and remind everyone, time's up. We've got other creators that are having lives.
Everybody at 8:00, go check out True Crime Web at 8:00.
Yeah.
And then followed by Sleuth Intuition at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And I appreciate everybody subbing to my channel. We're getting close to that 500. We're getting there.
Yeah, once you put your link in there. Yeah, Shannon, throw your link in there. Randy, throw your link in there.
All right, hold on. Let me get back there again.
So while they're doing that, I just want to remind everybody that we are looking for Tucker Laws, missing since July 26, 2022. Last seen leaving a residence near Plainfield Ave and 5 Mile Road in Plainfield Township, Michigan. He is age 24, male, brown hair, brown eyes. Height is between 5'7" and 5'8". Weight is between 145 and 160 pounds. He was last seen wearing a gray t-shirt, khaki shorts, tennis shoes, and dark-colored backpack. His last point of contact or place that he was seeing, what was the name of that place?
I got it right here. Hold on. I wrote it down.
It's point something.
It was Proven Trails, Plainfield Township, Michigan.
Yeah.
So
It's near Grand Rapids. It's near Grand Rapids.
Yep. So if you could please share this information, it's all over our Facebook group page, all over the community page.
I'm sharing it. Crazy.
It's been shared all over Facebook. I've been amazed at how many people have shared this post, so it's wonderful.
You guys are awesome for sharing it.
Yeah, me and Marv were up until after the live last night, going to every site that we knew and posting it.
Yep.
Everybody's
the
Facebook,
info.
everybody's messenger chat.
That would be great. Tuesday, this Tuesday, Frank and I are going to have Tabitha Shuck Rain's family on the live stream, where they will be telling us about Tabitha Shuck Rain's life and her murder and what's happening with the case and how we can help. So tune in for that on Tuesday. And then part 3 of the
Hell is that?
Mark's trying to call me.
I just seen that. I was like, what is that coming from?
So part 3 of the Flora fires will be later next week or next weekend.
Okay.
Dee just messaged me and she said the Discord link expired, Marv. So you're going to have to back in there and renew it.
Okay. I will do that right after this.
Okay, one more thing. Polygraph, if you could put Sleuth's YouTube channel in there, True Crime Web, and Kristen Behind the Crime Door for me, please.
Yes, and we want to thank all the creators, YouTube creators, for helping us.
Yes.
Paul and Christian, thank you so much for your super sticker.
Thank you. I love being a part of a community that we're all together on.
Yeah.
We're all individual, but we're not. We're all together to solve these things and to help find these missing folks. It's not about competition. It's about getting the word out.
What?
I don't know. Straight from the horse's mouth. I don't know. They're kind of stuck in a rock and a hard place.
So next weekend will probably be part 3 of the Flora fires. Tuesday is going to be Tabitha Shuck Rains, and we will keep you updated on Tucker Law's disappearance and give you updates throughout the week as we get information.
And another thing, we have not forgot about our baby. Believe that, people. Delphi is our #1 case, but like we've said, we've got some information we can't put out, so we're slowly but surely working on how to do that. But in the meanwhile, we're working on other cases at the same time.
And Shannon is graciously agreed to help me learn how to use Power Director and how to edit. So
she can help me a little more. Hopefully, she can give me some more live tips because I'm horrible at that. I'm really good at editing.
More videos will be coming. So, Frank, Randy, thank you for joining us, Shannon.
No problem.
Frank, you want to sign us out for the night? Thank you, everybody, for coming in for the donations.
All right, people.
For getting us to hit 1,500.
You know our slogan. Peace out. One love, y'all.
See you later.
Good
Peace
night.
out.
Good night.
All right.
Bye.